Earlier today, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments challenging the constitutionality of the president's latest version of the travel ban. DCW 50's Candace Cole was there as things were unfolding. She has more on the story.
Today, members of the Muslim community and those standing in solidarity with them rallied outside the steps of the Supreme Court as arguments were heard in Hawaii versus President Trump's Muslim travel ban 3.0. Demonstrators call the ban un-American and are pushing for Supreme Court justices to overturn it.
No ban, no wall. Justice for all.
Today, Supreme Court justices heard oral arguments both for and against President Trump's latest version of his travel ban, barring entry from 7 Muslim-majority countries. Solicitor General Noel Francisco opened with arguments saying that the travel ban simply restricts access to countries which fail to give a baseline of information needed to vet their nationals.
It omits the vast majority of the world, including the vast majority of the Muslim world, because they met the baseline. It now applies to only 7 countries that fall below that baseline or had other problems, and that it exerts diplomatic pressure on those countries to provide the needed information and to protect the country until they do.
Such baseline information includes things like terrorist activity and criminal history, to which Justice Sotomayor called to mind heightened restrictions already put in place by Congress to properly vet nationals seeking to immigrate from known terrorist countries.
What I see the president doing here is saying, I'm going to add more to the limits that Congress set,
right,
and to what Congress said was enough. Where does a president get the authority to do more than Congress has already decided is adequate?
Neil Katyal, representing Hawaii, argued that President Trump's executive order is unlawful for 3 reasons.
It conflicts with Congress's policy choices, it defies the bar on nationality discrimination, and it violates the First Amendment.
He argued that instead of using a ban, Congress initiated an extra credit system of sorts for countries who failed to meet the baseline vetting requirements, giving such countries a faster track for admission if they cooperate. Katyal also pointed to anti-Muslim videos previously tweeted out by President Trump to support his argument, which were quickly challenged by Chief Justice Roberts.
Well, tomorrow he issues a proclamation saying he's disavowing all those statements. Then the next day he can re-enter this proclamation.
That's exactly what this court said in McCreary.
While conservative justices appear to side with the president, outside the Supreme Court, a 3-hour demonstration was underway calling for an end to the travel ban.
We want the Supreme Court to see the hatred and the bigotry and the white supremacy that is motivating this ban, and to strike it and to rule it unconstitutional, and for once and for all to say no Muslim ban ever.
The Supreme Court decided to allow this latest version of the travel ban to go into full effect in December, pending appeal. In Washington, Candace Cole, DCW 50, News at 10.